You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Today we are talking about the best ways to budget and plan for your future, making the most of your money. And I am joined by Jean Chatzky. She is the CEO of HerMoney.com and the host of podcast Her Money with Jean Chatzky. Jean, what a treat to have you here, girl.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's a treat for me.
Well, April is Financial Literacy Month. What exactly does financial literacy mean?
It means being able to handle your money. And I think if you can keep an eye on what's coming in, what's going out, and where it's going, that'll get you about 75% of the way there. It'll alleviate a decent amount of financial stress too.
All right, well, wrapping that up in a nutshell, it's kind of like budgeting. What's the best way for us to budget?
I budget backwards, and that means I look at where my money is going today. Track your spending. You have to do it for a month to get you through at least a billing cycle. And what that does is give you information about how much you're spending on food, how much you're spending on rent, how much you're spending on insurance, and all the other things. And it gives you the power to make changes about how much you want to spend. The goal of this whole exercise is to free up enough money so that you can save something both for the short term and for the long term.
Yeah, I know that budget word is sometimes, not everybody's favorite word in their vocabulary, but the facts are that the bills do come in. You do have those expenses going out, so that's great advice to budget backwards. How about planning for our future? When is the best time to start doing that?
Yesterday is the best time. But if you didn't do it yesterday, then do it today. A lot of people get stuck and they think it's too late. It's never too late. We've got very long careers. We've got very long lives. But money compounds. The time value of money is really, really powerful. And so the sooner you can get yourself going, the better off you're going to be.
All right, Jean, here's another question. As I have grown up, managing my own money, where to save it has changed over the time period. Where is the best place to start to kind of squirrel our money away?
A lot of people still make the mistake of putting their money into a plain vanilla savings account at a bank where they're getting an average of 0.4% interest. That is nothing. You could get 7 times that by putting your money into an FDIC insured high yield savings account that's typically at an online bank. Barclays has just rolled out a program for AARP members where there's no minimum on these accounts, and yet you know that you're going to get the highest rate of interest that this bank offers. They're doing the same with CDs. So it's a great opportunity to know that your money is safe, but yet to make more interest.
Yeah, the moral of the story is you want to make money while you're sleeping, and if you put it in a savings account that has a higher interest rate, your money is parked away and it's starting to earn a little money on itself. So you mentioned CDs. Can you explain to me what those are and how do we get involved in that?
CDs are another FDIC insured savings product. The difference is when you put your money in a CD, you're making a deal with the bank that you're going to leave your money there for a certain period of time, and in exchange, they're giving you a guaranteed rate of interest. So it might be a 6-month CD or a year or 18 months. If your money's in a high yield savings account, you can get at it at any time. So that's really the difference. But both of these products are FDIC insured.
So Jean, you mentioned the AARP members. Can you dive into that a little deeper for me, please?
Yeah, sure. So Barclays has launched this program for AARP members. It's a myth that you have to be 50 to join AARP. They'll let anybody in over the age of 18, and the range of discounts that they offer and programs is just legendary, well worth the $16 annual membership fee. And you know that you're going to, with this program, this particular program, continue to get the highest rate of interest that Barclays is offering. So it's a good way to go into savings knowing that AARP has your back.
Okay, you just blew my mind. I did not know this. Great information. Okay, so it's tax season, and hopefully we're going to get our tax refunds. What should we do with those refunds?
If you've got high interest rate credit card debt, pay down some of that credit card debt because it is just costing you a lot of money every single month. If you don't have an emergency cushion, use your tax refund to build the start of an emergency cushion. Tax refunds are running over $3,000 on average this year. I know a lot of people are going to say, whoa, I'm going on vacation, I'm going out to dinner. Splurge a little if you have to. Take 5 or 10% off the top, but the rest is a real opportunity to get ahead on your future.
Well, Jean, I have so enjoyed this conversation. You've taught me so much, but if we want to learn more, where could we go?
AARPdigitalbanking.com.
All right. Well, again, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for what you're doing. Such an advocate for our financial literacy. I enjoyed our conversation.
Me too. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Jean Chatzky, she is a fierce advocate in teaching us financial literacy. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. Now, how many of you have ever heard take a wild guess? Well, guess today, Nationals Take a Guess Day, and when we return, we've got some trivia to wildly guess at. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Arkansas Style.